It's not just an isolated event that you have come to, but it's a global awakening on what is happening in this country, especially to the religious minorities, Christians, Muslims, Dalits, Adivasis. Just 3 days ago, 32 people, 32 culprits, non-culprits, that are eyewitnesses for their culpability in the massacre of 7 Dalits in Kandhamal, which is very near to Bangalore. But yet, the court said, we don't have the evidence. So, all are free today. Courts may acquit them. They may even win an election and form the government. Even the United States of America may give them a visa. But the blood and the suffering of the poor who were killed by them in Kandhamal, in Kandhamal, in Muzaffarnagar, in Godra, that stain will never go. So we will not forget Kandhamal. We will not forget Kandhamal. We will not forget Muzaffarnagar. We will not forget Godra riots. It is there. It is ingrained in the Constitution, especially some of us, of my generation, maybe the next generation. But the relay, the baton has to be taken by you. You have to carry power, not the grudge, not the revenge, but to create a society, to warn the next generation that we need to create a society, we need to build a society which is free of oppression, free of violence, free of violence on women and children. For example, it's revolting to hear the comment by one of the so-called respected ministers of the central government the other day, when he said, look, what you're all doing, protesting a simple day is costing us billions of dollars in investments, in foreign tourists are not coming. They will keep away from coming to India because, it gives a bad picture. That's a revolting statement. What if the tourists won't come to India? What if those dollars don't come to India? We want safety. We want a society, a city free of violence. But at the same time, I also want, as I said, it's not patronizing the young people, but young people should think, train, and go forward. And I want one of you or two of you or four of you to come and speak on this issue. On all issues that concerns women, that concerns Dalits, that concerns poor, that concerns the marginalized of the society.
We want
justice!
We want
Justice!
We want
Justice!
We want
Justice!
ನಮ್ಮ ಮೇಲೆ ನಡೆಯುವ ದೌರ್ಜನ್ಯಕ್ಕೆ ಮಹಿಳೆಯರ ಮೇಲೆ ನಡೆಯುವ ದೌರ್ಜನ್ಯಕ್ಕೆ ದಲಿತ ಮಹಿಳೆಯರ ಮೇಲೆ ನಡೆಯುವ ದೌರ್ಜನ್ಯಕ್ಕೆ ಕಂದಮಾಲ್ ಮಹಿಳೆಯರ ಮೇಲೆ ನಡೆಯುವ ದೌರ್ಜನ್ಯಕ್ಕೆ ಕಂದಮಾಲ್ ಮಹಿಳೆಯರ ಮೇಲೆ ನಡೆಯುವ ದೌರ್ಜನ್ಯಕ್ಕೆ We want
Justice!
ಬೇಕು ಬೇಕು
Thank you everybody for turning out here. And I wanted to, come and talk about Kandhamal. Of course, I had kept reading for a whole week, everything that I could find, fact-finding reports and stuff. And today on the train, I was looking at every single newspaper, the Hindu, the Times of India, the Indian Express. I was looking, is there any mention of the word Kandhamal? Is there any small column news? We say India is a nation, right? We say that this is a whole country, this country is a united country. So if you are looking at the Chennai edition of the paper, there should be something about this. Somebody should remember about what happened in Kandhamal. There is nothing which means the media just doesn't bother about it. Media can remember, film stars' birthday, they can remember who was sleeping with whom at what date, I mean, media has all these wonderful perversions. Media can remember to wish Ambani on his birthday or something like that, but the media cannot remember something so atrocious. So atrocious is what happened in Kandhamal, what happened in 2008. And so the thing is that we have forgotten. It's not only our forgot. Just people who are forgetting, but it's also that it's very institutionalized and it's supported. Please remember that today if Narendra Modi is in power, it's not because the Congress was corrupt. It's also because this media, the so-called corporate media, was giving him so much of airtime. They were trying to make his image. It was entirely a process of myth making, image building, a process of whitewashing. So that is why it's not that people have voted him. Only 33% of this country is those who decided to exercise their vote have voted for him. So what we have to remember is this media must be held culpable. But just as we talk about this media that doesn't want to talk about communal violence, we should also look at what is our responsibility, and our responsibility not to forget Kandhamal, not to forget Godhra, because the thing is amnesia, this kind of forgetting, it happens very easily. I mean, 10 years, like in 2002, nobody would have believed when you saw the bodies of all these, children lined up, burnt bodies. We'd have thought this man is never going to come to power again. But 10 years, 12 years later, a dozen years later, we know that it's been whitewashed, and the younger generation doesn't even possibly remember about it. And so we've gone to this extreme situation where we have put a genocidal maniac in power, we have put a nation in his hands, and we're going to continue to do this. So, and now coming back to Kandhamal, forgetting the larger picture of this communal violence, but Kandhamal is also a very special case because Kandhamal reflects one of Hindutva's major worries and one of Hindutva's biggest worries, one of its paranoias. The thing that every person of the Hindu right wing goes to bed and worries about is about the question of conversion, the question of the Christian population, the question of the Muslim population. And this is something that they're using all the time, not because they worry about who is praying to whom, whether you pray to Jesus Christ or whether you pray to Allah or whoever. Their concern is about how to give up communal hatred, how to divide one another, how to impose their politics, and how to push their cultural and hegemonic agenda. So you look very clearly, like today, a couple of days ago, there was this Uttar Pradesh BJP talking about love jihad, saying that Muslim men are trying to convert Hindu girls and they're doing so much of this. It's a whole trap. And the same thing, this worry about communal conversion, this saying that the minorities are trying to become large in number, this whole demographic project, this whole idea of trying to say that there is some foreign hand, that this love jihad is big. The same thing was the same thing about Kandhamal. It's not about Muslims there, it's about Christians there, it's about Dalit and Adivasi Christians, but saying that when people decide to choose a different religion, when people decide to walk away from the shame of untouchability, when people decide to walk away from the systematic, schematic discrimination and oppression that Hinduism is, and then immediately it becomes something to mobilize hatred and divide the people and actually visit the utmost violence upon them. So in this respect, I think we have to understand, it's not only an issue of just Kandhamal, but even all this slow poison like love jihad, the everyday poison about the worry about conversion, the worry about Hindutva and its worry about numbers. I think we have to start addressing that in a major manner. The second thing about Kandhamal that I want to say is that there is a wonderful article that Teesta Setalvad, who was one of the pioneers to bring Narendra Modi and his ministers into to be prosecuted by the law. She's written a beautiful article on what has happened in terms of the prosecution of this case and what is the development. And she says there were 11,000 people who were accused, and she says how many of them have been brought to trial? Less than 3,000 have been brought to trial, and how many of them have received any punishment? And even the punishment is so minuscule. They've only been tried not for massacre, not for murder, not for what they did, but for tiny sections like arson and like looting or disruption to public order or something like that. So that you look at it, the thing is that of 27 murder cases that were filed, she says only in 2 you got some kind of a judgment that says okay, possibly justice was done, because the rest of them were complete acquittals. And this is the manner in which it's not just it's not just the Hindu groups, it's not just the Bajrang Dal, it's not just the Swami led Adivasi, the Adivasi, like the ones who are doing the reconversion programs. It's not only them who are behind this. But it's also the entire state system, the police system, the judiciary, everybody who is at every stage trying to protect it. Because why does the judiciary have to do it? Why doesn't the judiciary actually speak out? And why don't they put people to trial, and this is also not restricted to Kandhamal. Earlier, Comrade Jagadish was talking about Tambalapalli massacre, about 7 Dalits being burnt in broad daylight in 2000 at the beginning of the millennium, and who got tried. And in fact, it's not only that it's only Tambalapalli, but you have a whole history starting from Gil Venmani, 1968, 44 Dalits burnt alive. All the landlords, they got away scot-free. You have Patani Tola, you have Lakshmanpur Bate, you have Chindur. All these massacres, extreme large number of Dalit people killed in broad daylight. And all the time, whether it's the landlords or whether it's the landlord militia, they have just been set aside and allowed to go away with top honors. And in Tambalapalli, we must please remember that the court actually said it is 14 years since this incident has passed, so we cannot punish them now. So this is the kind of argument that they're coming up with, saying that there is such a huge lapse of time. And I think as people, it's our duty to see that nobody can give such an excuse saying that Kandhamal happened long ago or Godhra happened long ago. That we keep this in public memory, that we make it a part of every day, that we ask that these people be brought to justice, and that we never forget that today we are living in a country which is completely under the control of somebody who is not only Hindutva but also a genocidal maniac, but it's also somebody who has the worst opinion about women. I mean, you can understand that from everything that has been said, like rape was trivialized as a small incident, and then women are asked to stay at home, and women are given all kinds of instructions on how they should behave. Women are told whom they should marry, what they should do. So I think that we're living under one of the most worst circumstances in our country's history. But I also think it's very interesting times, because it's only times like this that we can get organized, we can lead the struggles, and we can make ourselves heard and stand up for people. So I mean, all of you, please spread the word on Kandhamal. Like somebody was saying, the speaker before me was saying, we all know about Godhra, why haven't we heard about Kandhamal? So what is it? It's not only the mainstream, but also how much are we going to take it forward? How much are we going to share it with other people? How are we going to get Kandhamal into everyday discourse? And how are we going to hold the media and everybody accountable for something that's so tragic that happened to us? So thank you for this opportunity, and thank you all for turning out. The struggle has only started, and we've got to go a long way ahead. And I think the beginning of it is also for women to take up this protest. It's a very personal protest, because all these things that are happening are also happening over the bodies of women. If you read the reports of Kandhamal, the fact-finding reports, you can see the kind of horrors that have been visited on the bodies of Dalit and Adivasi and Christian women, just because to push this agenda of communal hatred. There were women who were burnt to like cinders, burnt till they were like becoming calcinated or something, just to deny the evidence of gang rape and the brutal violence that was committed on them. So what happened in Kandhamal is one of the bleakest and the darkest chapters of Indian history, and it's also something that's happened against women. So I also think it's a very big feminist issue to talk against communal violence, and I thank Comrade Jagadish for giving me this opportunity. Thank you, everybody.
What do you want? What do you want? Beke, beko! Beke, beko! Beke, beko!
ಈಗಾಗಲೇ ನನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಕಾಮ್ರೇಡ್ ಸಂಗಾತಿಗಳು ತಿಳಿಸಿರೋ ಹಾಗೆ ಇವತ್ತು ನಾವಿಲ್ಲಿ ಸೇರಿರೋ ದಿನ ಕಂದಮಾಲ್ ಬೆಂಬಲ ದಿನ. ಅಂದರೆ 2007, 2008ರಲ್ಲಿ ಒಡಿಸ್ಸಾದ ಕಂದಮಾಲ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ನಡೆದಂತಹ ಕೋಮು ದಂಗೆ, ಏನು RSS, BJP ಭಜರಂಗಗಳು ಕೋಮು ತಳ್ಳುವಿಗೆ ಸುತ್ತಾದಂತಹ ಜನರನ್ನ ನೆನೆಸ್ಕೊಂಡು ಅವರಿಗೆ ಕಂದಮಾಲ್ ಪೀಡಿತ ಜನರಿಗೆ ನ್ಯಾಯ ಸಿಗಬೇಕು, ಅವರಿಗೆ ಪರಿಹಾರ ಸಿಗಬೇಕು. ಅದಲ್ಲದೆ ಕಂದಮಾಲ್ ತರ ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ದೇಶದಲ್ಲಿ ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಜಾಗದಲ್ಲಾದಂತಹ ಕಂದಮಾಲ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಮೊನ್ನೆ ಬಂದಂತಹ ಕಂಬಾಲಿಪಲ್ಲಿ, ಅದು ಹಿಂದೆ ಬಂದಂತಹ ಅಸ್ಸಾಂನ ಬೆಲ್ಚಿ, ಇನ್ನಿತರ ಪ್ರತಿ ವರ್ಷ ಪ್ರತಿದಿನ ಒಂದಲ್ಲ ಒಂದು ಕಾಲಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಆದಿವಾಸಿಗಳ ಮೇಲೆ, ದಲಿತರ ಮೇಲೆ, ಮಹಿಳೆಯರ ಮೇಲೆ ದೌರ್ಜನ್ಯಗಳು ಬರ್ತಾನೆ ಇದೆ. ಬಟ್ ಆದ್ರೆ ಮೊನ್ನೆ ಬಂದಂತಹ ಕೋಲಾರದ ಕಂಬಾಲಿಪಲ್ಲಿ ವರದಿ ನಿಜವಾಗ್ಲೂ ಬೆಳಿಗ್ಗೆ ನನಗೆ ಪೇಪರ್ ಓದಿದಾಗ ರಕ್ತ ಕುದೀತು ನನಗೆ. ಏನ್ ಈ ದೇಶದಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ? 14 ವರ್ಷ ಆದ್ರೂ ಕಂಬಾಲಪಲ್ಲಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ನಡೆದಂತ ಅಪರಾಧಿಗಳು ಏನಿದ್ರು ಸಹ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಸಾಕ್ಷಿಗಳು ಕೊರತೆ, ವಿಟ್ನೆಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಆದ್ರಿಂದ ಅವ್ರನ್ನ ಬಿಡುಗಡೆಗೊಳಿಸ್ಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋದಾದ್ರೆ ಆಡಳಿತದ ವೈಫಲ್ಯ ಏನಿದೆ, ಇದು ಪುರೋಹಿತಶಾಹಿ ವರ್ಗದ ಪರ, ಆಡಳಿತದಲ್ಲಿ ಪುರೋಹಿತಶಾಹಿಗಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಅವ್ರ ಪರ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ 14 ವರ್ಷದಿಂದ ಇವಾಗ ಯಾವ್ದು ಸಾಕ್ಷಿಗಳು ಸಿಕ್ಕಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕಂಬಾಲಪಲ್ಲಿ ಘಟನೆನೇ ನಡೆದಿಲ್ಲ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಜನನೇ ಸತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. ನನ್ನ ಅಣ್ಣ ತಮ್ಮಂದಿರು, ನಾನು ದಲಿತ ಜನ ವಿಷಯದ 7 ಜನ ಸುಟ್ಟು ಕರಕಲಾದ್ರು. ಆದ್ರೆ ಈಗೇನ್ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಲ್ಲ, ಇದೇನ್ ತಪ್ಪಿರು ಅವರು. ಆ ಘಟನೆಯನ್ನು ಮುಟ್ಟಾಗಬೇಕಂತ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕು. ಏನ್ ದೇಶದಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ? ನಾವುಗಳೆಲ್ಲ ಏನು ಭಾರತ ದೇಶ, ನಮ್ ದೇಶ, ಖಂಡಿತವಾಗೂ ಇದು ನಮ್ ದೇಶ ಅಲ್ಲ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ದಲಿತರಿಗೆ, ಆದಿವಾಸಿಗಳಿಗೆ, ಮಹಿಳೆಯರಿಗೆ ರಕ್ಷಣೆ, ಜೀವನ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ, ಬದುಕಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಮ್ ದೇಶ ಅಲ್ಲ. ಇದು ಆಳೆಯವರ ಪುರೋಹಿತಶಾಹಿಗಳ ಮೇಲ್ವರ್ಗದ ಜನಗಳ ದೇಶ ಇದು. ಆದ್ರಿಂದ ಕಳೆದ ಮೇ ತಿಂಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದಂತಹ ಬಿಜೆಪಿ RSS ನ ಸರ್ಕಾರಗಳು ಮುಂದಿನ ದಿನಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಮತ್ತಷ್ಟು ತಮ್ಮ ಕೋಮು ದೇಶನ ಬಿಕ್ಕುತ್ತೀವಿ. ಈಗಾಗಲೇ ಸರ್ಕಾರಿ ಇಲಾಖೆಗಳಲ್ಲಿ RS ನ ಚಡ್ಡಿಗಳು ನುಸುಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಇವಾಗ ಅವ್ರು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಬಲ ಬಂದಿದೆ, ನಾವು ಏನ್ ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಅವ್ರು ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಲೋಕಸಭೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಮೆಜಾರಿಟಿ ಇದೆ, ಬಹುಸಂಖ್ಯಾತರು ಅಂತ. ಬಟ್ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕು, ಅವ್ರು ಬಂದಿರೋ 30% ವೋಟಿಂಗ್ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಬಟ್ ಆ ನಂತರ ನಾವು ಮೆಜಾರಿಟಿ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ, ನಾವ್ ಏನ್ ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅನ್ನೋದಲ್ಲ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ನಾವು ಈ ರೀತಿಯ ಕೋಮು ಶಕ್ತಿಗಳ ವಿರುದ್ಧ ಅದು ಸಣ್ಣ ಪ್ರಮಾಣದಲ್ಲಾಗಿರ್ಬೋದು ಪ್ರತಿಭಟನೆ ನಾವು ಮಾಡಲೇಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಮಾಧ್ಯಮಗಳು ಯಾರ ಪರ ಇರೋದೇನೆ ಅಂತ ಗೊತ್ತು. ಕಳೆದ 2 ವರ್ಷದಿಂದ ನೋಡ್ಬೋದು, ಬಾಳೆ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಸತ್ತಾಗ ಕೊಟ್ಟಂತಹ ಮೀಡಿಯಾ ಹೈಪ್ ಮೇಲಿತ್ತು. ಬಟ್ ಅದೇ ಇವತ್ತು ಕಂಬಾಲಪಲ್ಲಿ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಕಂದಾಮಲ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಧರ್ಮಪುರಿ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಅಥವಾ ಶ್ರೀಲಂಕಾದಲ್ಲಾದಂತಹ ತಮಿಳು ಮೇಲೆ ಆದಂತಹ ದೌರ್ಜನ್ಯಗಳಿರ್ಬೋದು. ಸೊ ಮೀಡಿಯಾಗಳು ಸಹ ಯಾರ ಪರ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಆಗಿ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಆದ್ರಿಂದ ನಾವು ನಿಜವಾಗಿಯೂ ಸಹ ಪ್ರಜಾತಾಂತ್ರಿಕ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಈ ವ್ಯವಸ್ಥೆಯನ್ನ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ನಾವು ಮುಂದಿನ ದಿನಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ರೀತಿಯಾದಂತಹ ಹೋರಾಟಗಳು ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಕಂದಮಾಲ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಪೀಡಿತ ಜನರಿಗೆ ಪರಿಹಾರ ಸಿಗಬೇಕು, ನ್ಯಾಯ ಸಿಗಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ನಾನು ಸ್ಲೋಗನ್ ಹೇಳಿ ಮುಗಿಸ್ತೀನಿ.